This is exactly where that traffic stop happened on January 7th. Now, more than a week later, Nichols' family says they want police to be more transparent. They also want police to release video of what happened.
Release the tape! Release the tape! Release the tape! Release the tape!
A demand for transparency from family and friends of 29-year-old Tyre Nichols.
The anguish that this has caused my family. Our lives will never be the same again, and we just want justice for my baby brother.
On January 7th, Memphis police stopped Nichols as he drove driving near East Rains and Ross Road. Among the few details MPD has released is that officers had a confrontation with Nichols, who they say then ran, and then another confrontation when they caught him. After that, police say he complained about shortness of breath. Nichols died at the hospital 3 days later. Now the TBI is investigating the officer's use of force.
This is the man, to this man, unrecognizable. From this to this, we want answers.
Frustrated by a lack of answers, this group gathered at the National Civil Rights Museum on MLK Day for a protest.
Dr. King is not pleased.
That's right.
We need justice for Tyre.
That's right.
Earlier, they walked into City Hall to confront the mayor.
Jim, what do you have to say to Tyre's mom?
In a statement, Police Chief C.J. Davis said MPD is conducting its own administrative investigation, and the department will take action against officers involved. Nichols' family said they won't stop until they know what happened.
They will not get cut loose, no slacks, nothing. We will settle for nothing less than a murder charge.
Nichols' family said nationally renowned civil rights and personal injury attorney Ben Crump will be representing their family. Crump's office sent us a statement. It reads in part, "All of the available information tells us that this was the tragic and preventable death of a young man deeply beloved by his family and community." It goes on to say, "The footage is the only way to discern the true narrative of why and how that happened to Tyre."
Well, the family choosing, they said, to speak with us tonight only on one condition. There is video showing everything that happened, which I have seen and I'm going to tell you about here, but they declined to release it. They say, in their belief, everything comes down to a misspelled name. It is here, in this warehouse, where we spoke to Nabil Biakli, an imam and spokesman for the Ibrahim family, alleging officers with Memphis police wrongfully arrested members of their family, serving an outdated and inactive warrant and using excessive force to make the arrest. Jamil Ibrahim was arrested and charged with assaulting a first responder, charges they say are the result of police escalation.
There was failure on the police behavior on every level. So they came in immediately, they didn't even ask no question, and it's clear in the video.
The family says they found a bag of bullets on their business's property and called police to get it. Here you see Ibrahim and a female officer walking outside. Inside, video shows them calmly talking. At some point, the officer checks Ibrahim's name for possible warrants and tells him he's being arrested as a result.
Proper admonishment, I guess I should say, should be taken in order for them to realize that this mistake should not be repeated.
But here's what the family thinks happened. The man taken down by police is named Jamil Ibrahim. There was a warrant in the Shelby County system for a Jamal Ibrahim that is now inactive for an arrest in 2015. I was shown cell phone video of the incident that followed, their attorney not allowing them to release it. The officer is seen pushing Ibrahim as the two argue. A male officer comes into frame, taking him to the ground. An ensuing tussle sees Ibrahim punched in the forehead, as an arrest affidavit states. It is the next day the family speaks with whom they identify as an MPD major, seen wearing police dress blues, telling members of the family the arrest warrant for that different Ibrahim was not active to begin with. Do you think your family was targeted because of your cultural heritage?
It's the name, yes.
3 other members of the family arrested and charged with disorderly conduct after police say they interfered. Do you or your family feel safe interacting with police or calling police now, and what do you do next?
No, we don't. This is profiling.
These aren't your everyday kind of dogs.
Look at the camera. Good. These are highly trained, certified canines that can sniff out everything from drugs to explosives to guns. They're part of MSA Security, a company that's been in Memphis for 9 years. Chris Shelton is the vice president of MSA Security. He says their most requested service right now is for firearm detection. The security company has already provided services at several big events this summer in Memphis. Shelton described where one of their dogs actually stopped a person with an assault rifle from getting into an event they were working.
We called in the local authorities. It was managed appropriately. Nobody got hurt.
Early Sunday, chaos broke out downtown after police say someone started shooting into a crowd and left the scene in this black Infiniti SUV. 8 people were injured. Police are still looking for the shooter. Shelton says he has seen instances where the presence of detection dogs can keep criminals away.
We can blend into the public as much as possible, or we can be very overt and very visible to create that visible deterrence.
Just another option to ensure people downtown can roam safely. In downtown Memphis, Sheila O'Connor, Fox 13 News.
That is right. Those crimes targeted auto businesses. But the 2 robberies that happened yesterday and early this morning was this tire shop here. Now, the manager of R&R Tires told us that the thieves drove a truck into these 4 windows here early this morning. They're boarded up now, but you can actually still see the glass on the ground.
I couldn't believe it, actually. I just couldn't understand why they did that.
R&R Tire manager James Clayton was lost with words when he got a call early Thursday morning that his shop was broken into. Clayton says the surveillance camera inside the shop shows several suspects smashing the front windows just before 4:30 a.m.
Why? What is that?
From tires to rims, Memphis police say the crooks stole about $30,000 worth of merchandise. Not even 24 hours after this, the smash and grab thieves went back for more. Clayton says this time they drove a truck into the window just around 3:15 Friday morning.
In 2023, it's probably happened about 5 times. Been broken into. I love Memphis. I love this place. It's a historic place, but we do have some parts that's not so good.
Just last week, we reported several break-ins on Covington Pike targeting auto shops. Memphis police created a Safe Summer initiative to combat the spike of crime across the city by having more patrol officers in parking lots of shopping centers, restaurants, and neighborhoods. But Clayton says there were no patrol officers in the area.
Well, it's a lot of stores that's hiring. I just don't understand why that these individuals feel that they need to do this.
Now, Clayton said they will be beefing up their security to avoid more break-ins. Now, we reached out to Memphis police for an update. They told me they have no suspects in custody in connection to either incident, but the investigation continues. In Raleigh, Sierra Jordan, Fox 13 News.